Speaking at the 17th edition of the Education Summit, organized at Radisson Red in Mohali, Chandigarh on 22nd July 2023, Mr. Santosh Shukla, Principal, DPS Patiala, spoke to the Edu Bulletin and shared his thoughts about the summit, about how schools need to bring the focus back to the offline mode, and about how the schools must also take care of the well-being of the teachers. Let's hear his thoughts.
So now we have with us Mr. Santosh Shukla, Principal, DPS Patiala. Welcome to the summit, sir.
Thank you.
So first of all, how's your experience here at the 17th Education Summit?
Nice arrangement, variety of facilities, variety of innovations that is going to face by all the school leaders,
Right.
children and the parent. What kind of future education is going to be, they are just showcasing.
Right. So if we talk about the social and mental well-being of children, like after the COVID, I'm sure every student and as a parent also we know that students and our children have faced a trauma in their lives. So how do you think schools can help in effective learning of the students who are lacking?
Now school need to see the individual problem of children,
Right.
especially after COVID. The children are having a different nature now. Some of them, they are having the trauma, mental trauma, physical trauma,
Right.
ignorance in family, ignorance in school, and a lot of the children are introvert now. Why? Because of they lived for 2 years at home without chatting, without talking to their colleagues, to their classmates, to the society people, and when they were growing, they were in an age of 4, 5, 6. So they understand the life is like this. No need to speak much.
Right.
So when we ask the question in these classes, especially in junior classes,
Right.
they are not replying and they are not showing their happiness, eagerness to reply. And at the same time, the problem is this: they are lacking in writing work also. Why? Because of they have learned most of the things online.
Right.
No need to write at that time, and the teachers were asking and they were answering verbally.
Right.
And whether they were answering or not, that they are not bound also because of mentally they know the teacher is not available physically, and the parents were also little casual at that time. Whatever the children are doing, let them do. So the gap is created in the society,
Right.
especially among the children, and it is very difficult to cope up or fill that gap. Now
Right.
we need to see these children individually.
Absolutely, sir. As you talked about the gap, the learning gap, the technology gap, whatever has happened during the COVID. So, how's your school coping up with it, and what are your thoughts that how should we bring back the focus to the offline mode now? Like blended learning is here to stay. We cannot deny the fact, but since you say that the actual learning has to happen in the the classroom the old traditional way, so how we are going to come back to the basics now?
See, school is not teaching the portion only.
Right.
School is teaching how to behave socially, how to learn the things,
Right.
how to deal with the people, how to grow in future. So
Right.
these things school need to teach the children. Now earlier we were having a one counselor, now we have to keep the three counselor in a school. Now many children are visiting to the counseling room,
Right.
and every teacher has to be counselor now. Why? Because of the class teacher as well as the subject teacher, they know well their children. Only one counselor cannot deal with the 2000 or 1500 children, because of if you talk to someone about their problem, children easily they don't reveal their problem. We have to sit with them for some time or frequently with them many times, then they open up to speak up about their problem. Why? The child psychology is child always assess first of all whether that person who is talking to me, he is a well-wisher,
Right.
he loves me or not, he will solve my problem. All these things he will assess.
Right.
Then he will be comfortable to open up about his or her problem. Then we have to listen, we have to note down, we have to note down the sequence of what he is saying. Then we have to think how we can sort it out, what kind of reply we should have. Because the
Right.
counselor is also not having the ready-made reply for the children. This reply cannot be common for all.
Absolutely.
We need to think individually, and then we need to note down, we need to think, and then gradually we will deal with them one by one.
Right, absolutely, sir. So, in order to, take care of the emotional well-being of the students, we have to also take care of the emotional well-being of teachers as well,
Right.
and also, give them continuous training so that they can be well versed with the, how to teach the students of tomorrow. Any thoughts on that?
See, teachers are also a part of this society,
Right.
and unfortunately, the 90% teachers are female, and I always feel emotionally attached with them. Why? Because of they are doing a lot of work. They are doing a lot of the things for school, nation, family.
Right.
Teacher is having a family also, and she has to take care about the family members. And now the teacher's work is not only up to the limited to the school. When the teacher is reaching to the to his or her place, then they have to attend the calls, they have to reply the mails, they have to reply all messages.
Beyond the office hours.
And till 8 o'clock their school is running, and we cannot stop it because the sometimes both the parents are working and they are reaching at home by 6 or 7.
Yeah.
When they know the problem of a child, then they interact with the teacher. If they are not able to interact with the teacher and something has happened before tomorrow morning, then the school cannot forgive to anyone. Why? Because of we are dealing with the small children and they don't know what can happen in the next moment, and it is happening. So that is why the teacher's life is not easy as much as it was before the COVID or before some years. So now the teacher has to work on it, and school management should take care. The parents should also understand the life of a teacher, and we should not be like this. Okay, that the teacher is responsible for everything. We have to sit together, parents, teacher, children even, and then we can sort it out and we can take the solution of any problem it is arises for the children.
Right, absolutely, sir. After all, parents are the first teachers, and the learning starts from home. And if combined with the school and the real teachers, so we can make real difference in the students' life. So, thank you so much, sir, for sharing your views. We are delighted to have you here.
Pleasure and cheers.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.